I've trained calisthenics for 10 years. I've solely focused on strength. But what's on the other side? What can we learn from endurance? This is my journey to running a 70-kilometer ultramarathon in Japan. Okie dokie, boys and girls, it is day 40 of Road to Shimanami, and with this, day 2 of the cluster training has been completed. So 2 days in a row, 15 kilometers at 6-minute pace. That's quite good for me, and I'm feeling it in my legs, you know. At the end, it was feeling quite heavy, but you know, the benefit from this training comes really not just from making your body tired, but from allowing it to recover afterwards. So today I will focus on that. I will make sure to eat a lot of food. I will make sure to get a good shower, get some rest, you know, basically do nothing at all and be a lazy piece of shit, because I've done the non-lazy piece of shit work already today, right? Except there is one more thing that I need to do today, and that is a little workout. So right now is right after the run. I'm going to do 1 set of Bulgarian squats like I've been doing over the past couple of weeks. Basically, last week I got 13 reps with 42 kilos, so now I'm upping the weight to 44 and seeing how many reps I can get. And basically, you know, I will always up the weight in the Bulgarian squats, try and get 8 to 12 reps with that weight, and if I can, up the weight. And that way I can kind of, you know, I'm aiming for improvement, but at the very least, I am striving for maintenance of my leg strength. But, you know, that's going to be part 1 of the workout. After that is going to be all of the, you know, eating, sleeping, recovering part of the Master Roshi way of training. And then in the evening, I will come back for a little hand balancing workout. But yeah, it's going to be fun. So let's see what happens on this set of Bulgarian squats. I did a warm-up set already. It felt heavy as hell. And I shouldn't be surprised because, well, I ran 30 kilometers in the past 2 days. But at the same time, Shimanami Kaido is going to be more than 70 kilometers in 1 day, so I shouldn't even be thinking about this, you know, this should be a piece of cake, so let's go. All right, 1 set, each leg done. Of course, doing 1 set of legs is not perhaps the most optimal workout for strength gains or hypertrophy, although I think Mike Menser would disagree. But you know, when you're combining trainings, for example, like me, I'm combining running with calisthenics, and I'm focused on running and I want to maintain my calisthenics. You don't have to find the most optimal way to grow. You have to find the most optimal way to at least maintain. And this 1 set, you know, is giving me a strong stimulus, but at the same time, it's not adding a lot of fatigue to my body because it's only 1 set. So yeah, very happy with how these have been working lately. And hey, I guess 44 kilos, 11 reps, it's not too bad, right? We're getting somewhere. So I'm gonna head downstairs, have some breakfast, have a shower, have a second breakfast, have some rest, and I'll see you tonight for a handstand or hand balancing workout. I'm tired as hell. All right, I'm just enjoying some fun attempts and experiencing head pressure. Holy shit. I'm doing some fun attempts of the one-arm planche and the one-arm handstand. I did 3 sets, I think that's enough for today. Now I'm just gonna do a couple attempts of the handstand as well, left and right arms. I think 4 or 5 attempts because I was actually not planning on doing 3 attempts with the one-arm planche and the one-arm handstand without assistance, but 4 to 5 sets each arm with 2 finger assistance, aiming for 20 seconds. And today I'm actually gonna take it quite easy. I'm not doing any basics because tomorrow I'm going out with a friend to go to this little calisthenics event and go train over there. So perhaps there will be some more skills than usual. Perhaps there will be time to do some basics as well. I don't know, but I wanna preserve myself in order to have fun training over there. So yeah, today's gonna be a chill day, aside from the fact that I ran 15 kilometers, but other than that, a fun day. Well, I guess the running is fun too, it's just tiring. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out here what's going on with my handstand. It might actually just be the fact that I've started doing these random one-arm planche and handstand attempts before my workout, you know, because they do sap a little bit of power, so it's gonna affect my actual one-arm handstand training now that I think about it. And this is something very important to realize, right? You might feel tempted to add little things into your training routine here and there, but you also have to realize that every time you add something, it takes energy, and taking energy means that you're taking energy away from somewhere else. Because let's say the one-arm planche takes 20% of my power, that's 20% less that I can use in the one-arm handstand training. And so you have to kind of balance things out there, right? Does that mean that it's bad that I'm training the one-arm planche and the one-arm handstands with attempts again? Not necessarily, right? But I do just have to realize that it might be the cause of me not being able to do the one-arm handstand training that I'm doing right now, the progression one-arm handstand training, as I was doing a couple days ago or, a week ago, right? So that's very important. Your energy is limited. Okie dokie, so that's it for today's workout. And yes, I did do an attempt less than planned on the one arm handstand progression based workout. And that's because I just felt my power had been sapped away. The cause is very clear. It's the 4 to 5 attempts that I did in the beginning of this workout on the one arm handstand and the one arm planche. Do I regret it? No, but it is important to realize that that is what caused, well, my lack of energy at the rest of the workout, where I was trying to basically spend a lot of time in the handstand position. So I didn't get as much time in the handstand position as I would have liked today, and that's entirely because of those attempts. Well, I did enjoy them, so I don't regret them, but when it comes to the one arm planche especially, right, it's a power movement. The one arm planche is not as much balance as you would think. It's more power because you have to keep your body horizontally. Your body has one direction to fall, basically, or mainly one direction to fall, and that is downwards because you're in this horizontal position. It's just like the full planche, right? Yes, you're balancing on your two arms, but the way that you're gonna fall is only from your feet down, right? That's the only way you're pretty much gonna fall. And so you don't need that much balance, you just need the power to resist it. That's the kind of the same thing with the one arm planche. But anyway, because of that, yeah, I didn't have as much energy. It's the same thing with running too, right? Go ahead and try to sprint for a couple 100 meters and then try a jog afterwards. Your jog will feel way more difficult than it usually does because, well, you already sapped away the power from your legs, but it's something similar here. So nothing bad about it. I just have to kind of think to myself like, hey, what are my actual priorities, right? And that's something you should think about as well, then, because oftentimes you see people, they train, right, or they're training and they want to do a lot of things at the same time. They want to get everything quickly at the same time, and that's just not how it happens. Either you get one thing quickly or you get multiple things very slowly. So if you have this workout menu where you're doing 10 or 20 different exercises, assess the situation. Do you really need all of those exercises? You might want to become strong at all of those exercises, but by trying to focus on everything at once, you're spending your energy or dividing your energy so much that you don't have the energy in any of those movements to actually get stronger. So that's why I like to focus my energy on, a limited amount of exercises. And well, with this one arm planche and the one arm handstand attempts, my selection has gotten bigger again. So now I'm kind of struggling with the division of labor, so to speak, right? But that's something I'll think about tonight in my dreams. But for now, I'm just gonna head downstairs, have some dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow for I don't know what kind of workout. It will be fun, at least. That's how much I can say. But yeah, I'll see you then.